Hi, my name is Caitlin. I'm the owner of Energy Healing with Caitlin, and today I'm going to lead you through a short 10-minute series of exercises so we can stretch and strengthen our legs. This is perfect for anyone who only has a few minutes or limited space to do yoga, and especially for those who have limited mobility and or balance issues. If you have any concerns about yoga practice, make sure to consult with your doctor before trying any exercise activity. And as always, if at any point you feel uncomfortable, you can just stop and relax. So to start out, make sure that you're seated and your feet are flat on the floor. Your spine is nice and tall. If you need to, you can lean against the back of your chair, but see if you can work on those core muscles and hold yourself up nice and tall. We're going to begin with a short meditation with our hands palm down on our thighs. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit, feeling that connection with the earth. Just notice your feet. Notice where the backs of your legs make contact with the chair. Notice what it feels like to be mindful of your breath. And just spend a few moments here, settling your body, settling your mind. And noticing what you're feeling today. These could be sensations in your body, tight muscles, sore muscles, eager muscles, or the thoughts running through your mind. Whatever it is, just notice these. Letting yourself be fully present in our short yoga practice. We're going to begin by bringing the right knee into the chest. So make sure that you're nice and stable. Your left foot is still planted on the earth, and you're pulling that right knee in as close as feels comfortable. If you aren't able to clasp your fingers in front of the knee, you can bring them under the thigh as well, whatever feels good. So from here, try and relax your shoulders. And as you breathe, you want to keep relaxing and keep pulling it a little bit closer. And we're going to start to do slow circles of the foot. And reverse direction. So now see if you can hold on to that knee with just your right hand as your left hand comes to your hip. And we're going to try and open it out to the side. Just a little bit. Only go, make sure you're not pushing yourself to your very limit. So go to where it's comfortable and you feel a little bit of a stretch, but it's not super difficult. And bring it forward and bring it down. Now the left knee comes in. Again, finding your little wiggle here, making sure that you're nice and stable on the right side. Relaxing your shoulders, and we're going to do some little circles. This feels so good. I love this for my ankle and my foot. And reverse direction. And release. So again, taking a moment here, settling your shoulders, pulling your knee nice and close. Option to hold on under the thigh if that works better for you. When you're ready, see if you can use just that left hand and bring your right hand to your hip and open it up out to the side. Keeping your balance here, noticing how you feel. And bring it forward and bring that leg down. Now we're going to grab a block. So if you don't have a block, you can also use a thick book. I highly recommend getting a block if you're going to be doing exercises like this often though. So we're going to start out by placing it on the ground. And it's going to be right between your feet. So you can use your feet to adjust it a little bit, especially if the floor is a little hard for you to get to with your hands. So for now, we're going to ignore the block. Bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to start to do a slow march. So maybe scoot a little forward in your chair, making sure that your butt is still nice and planted, and slowly march, bringing one knee up and then the other. Noticing what happens to your muscles when you slow this movement down. Noticing where you feel it, your thighs, your hips, and stop for a moment. So now we're going to work a little bit more on the focus of this. So it's going to be a similar movement, but this time as we lift the foot up, we're going to bring it onto the block and bring it back down. So it's a little bit of a side to side as well. And again, just noticing how this feels. Now that we're going in a little, you might feel this a little bit on the outsides of your hips. All right, and release. So now we're going to do some strengthening. So you can do this if you have a block. You can swivel it around so it's on its longer way between your feet. If you don't have a block, then just hold your feet out. So from here, either way, either with the block between your feet to keep a little bit of tension between your legs, or just your feet empty, we're going to, hands on the hips, lift the feet up and bring them down. So try and bring them down to hover above the floor, so you're not bringing them down to rest on the floor. Great. And so again, if you don't have a block, we're just going up and down. The block just adds a little bit of tension. If you want a challenge and you have a block, you can try one up with the block and one up without, just going back and forth. Really makes you focus. All right, and now bring your feet down. Kick your block off to the side. Now, if you have a strap, go ahead and pick it up. If you don't have a yoga strap, I highly recommend getting one. It's awesome if you're still working on your flexibility. And if you don't have a block, you can always use a long towel or a belt. If you don't have a strap, you can use a long towel or a belt. But yeah, so we're going to start by looping this around our right foot, bringing that foot out in front. So from here, again, make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed. You've got a nice good grip, and you want to keep a micro bend in your knee. So what that means is we don't have it locked out. You've got a slight bend, so it's not quite like this, but the knee is loose. So maybe you use your hands to bring that leg up a little bit. And just notice, just a little up and down, noticing how the back of your leg is feeling today. And see if you can bring both straps into the right hand, left hand to your hip, and bring that right foot open. Noticing what that feels like. Now we're going to bring it forward and go a little bit past center, stretching into that outside. Bring it forward, up a little, and release. So here we're going to switch feet. Bring that left foot nice and tall. And again, settling in, making sure that you're nice and strong. Breathing deeply. Again, option to bring both straps in the left hand as you open that up out to the side. And only go as far as you can keep your balance. So it might not be very far today, that's okay. Bring it forward. We're going to go a little bit past center, getting a little bit of that outside. Bring it forward, up a little bit, and release. So we're going to end our short practice with seated pigeon. We have a couple variations here. So depending on how your hips are, you might need a block. We're going to bring the right foot either on its side onto the block or maybe right up to your thigh. So wherever you can get to. And just try and relax your knee down. Just taking a moment here, feeling this stretch all in here in your inner thigh and your hip. Giving yourself another minute here. Noticing how you feel. Maybe giving yourself a little massage of your calf or your foot. And now slowly unwind and bring it down. Left foot comes either on its edge to that block or up onto your thigh. And again, just noticing how your hip feels. Feeling that stretch. Maybe giving yourself a little massage here. And that's all yoga is, noticing your body. And as you notice your body, I think you'll find that the poses become more fun because you can start to play around with them, noticing what feels good to your muscles. And unwind. Give yourself a little shake here, a little wiggle from side to side, really loosening it up. Noticing how your muscles feel, if they feel different from when we started. Bringing your hands together at your heart space. Feeling gratitude for making time for yourself. Every few minutes that you make time for yourself makes a big difference. Thank you so much for sharing this short leg stretch and strengthen with me. Namaste.